Welcome back. I am Saldablerd, taking a late night stroll. A lot on my mind. You know, we go through a lot of wars spiritually, being one of the chosen ones. And victory is not always sweet. We will meet people that we will want to show love to. We will meet people that we will want to befriend. And we have people in our life that are dear to us. But the thing about the chosen ones, you're not an envious soul. You're not jealous. You're not narcissistic. You're sure of self while still being able to uplift others. And a lot of people lack that. That's why they say the crab in the barrel. Some of the closest people to you will not be able to uplift you the way you need to be uplifted. They will not be able to pour into you the way you need to be poured into. And seeing you elevate will make them envious, it will make them jealous, and they fall victim to negative cycles because their inability to see the light that they see in you within their self. And sometimes you will go to war with these people, not necessarily because you are opposed to them, it is because you're not willing to sacrifice yourself. And when you're not willing to sacrifice yourself and people are at war with you, the more you stand in your power and you walk in your truth, the more they lose. Sometimes your loved ones will become envious, they will become jealous, and they will become your enemy. Not to say that you want this person to be your enemy, but in their mind, you're their enemy. In their mind, they don't want to feed into you, they don't want to see you grow. And the more you grow, the more it destroys them because they're not able to see that light within their self. So they want to shed darkness upon you the way they feel like they're stuck in the dark. And even though sometimes you overcome these things and you go through victories, a lot of these people do dark things. A lot of these people do horrible things sometimes, all because of envy, jealousy, greed. And one thing about the universe, universal law of karma. Karma is real. And no matter how you feel about that person, if they do certain things, karma will be applied. And this is something I realized in my own life. There's been people that opposed me. There's been family members. There's been organizations of places I've been through that tried to do me wrong or tried to dim my light. And not to say that I went to war with these people, but by me being sure of myself and standing in my power and leaving it all up to God and walking the walk He told me to, instead of trying to take things into my own hand, because it's important not to see someone trying to oppose you and feel like you got to be combative and you got to fight them. No weapon formed shall prosper. And if God tell you to walk your walk, walk your walk. You see, the ego wants to fight back, but sometimes resistance is all it takes. Resist the urge to fight back and let God deliver the karma. Let the universe deliver the karma. Because sometimes God has bigger plans. And if you try to create your own plan, now you risk karma upon yourself because you retaliated and you stoop down to their level. And it's important not to stoop down to the enemy's level. And sometimes these victories aren't so sweet, especially with a friend that you've been friends with your whole life or a family member. And you see all the darkness that they tried to spread upon you get sent back to them, return to sender. Because when you don't accept that negativity, when you don't accept all of that evil emotions, it has to go somewhere because it's not landing upon your soul. So it gets returned to them. When you're favored by God, you're favored by the devil. And when the devil sends his henchmen to collect your soul and they have nothing to return, they will be the souls that were collected. So all of the evil and negativity that they put out into the universe in order to attack you will come back to them. I've seen family members, I've seen organizations, all type of things of or places that I've been through or been to or people I've known that have done these type of things because they couldn't see the light in them that they saw in me. And instead of wanting to help that light grow, they get envious and they tend to lean towards the dark side. And when it doesn't work, now they're stuck in this darkness. Now their life is going into shambles. Now all the negativity they wished upon me is getting returned to them. And if you truly are a chosen one, you love these people. It's not that you wanted to destroy them, it's that they're destroying themselves. And sometimes that can hurt. Seeing people that you once loved, seeing people that you were once close with, going through all the trials and turmoils and darkness because of what they tried to do to you. And it's like, yes, I'm happy I made it out. Yes, I'm happy that I was able to escape all of that. But at the same time, it's like, I guess they say, the survivor's remorse. And that's why victory ain't always so sweet because you never wished for anybody's negativity. You never wished for anybody's downfall, but yet you still have to witness it. The universe will collect. And I want to say stay strong because you will go through these times, but it's not going to always be negative. And remember that you are only in control of your life, and you can't be upset at someone else's consequences for their actions. And you must have enough self-respect for yourself to not victimize yourself for what they're going through because you didn't sacrifice yourself. Because you're not supposed to sacrifice yourself. You are supposed to choose you, and you are supposed to feed into you. But at the same time, we are still human and we still feel things. And being a chosen one, you truly understand things on a deeper level, and it can be hard. It's like ever since I left my hometown, my family, my sisters, my mom, they've been going through a lot of negativity for the things that they drugged me through, for the pain that they tried to place upon me. And I know it's karma. But at the same time, I can't say that they don't deserve it. But just because they going through it and I made it out and I feel like maybe I should be happy. No, I don't feel happy about it because I never hated them. I never had any resentment towards them, no matter what they did to me. Forgive him, Father. He knows not what he do. Forgive her, Father. She knows not what she do. Sometimes these people are ignorant. They're ignorant in the spirit. And you must have that knowledge and give them grace. And give grace upon yourself because you've done nothing wrong. You've done nothing wrong. And that's something that I've recently been having to go through because it was all cool when it was just my mom and my sisters. They're adults. But when things started happening to my nieces and nephews, it put me in this position that maybe if I was still in their hometown, what happened to my niece wouldn't happen to her. And it's like, I feel like I was always that protector or that positive influence. And now I'm not there. Things are happening negative. And the one thing I wished and I prayed for every day after I left Cincinnati was that my nieces and nephews are good. And these people not being able to take accountability, they don't even have that empathy to understand how their actions incorporated into the things that's happening to the youth in my family. And that really infuriates me because it's like, yes, I want to be the generational curse breaker. And I know that being that curse breaker is me walking in the light and creating my family and starting fresh with the bloodline from my flesh and making sure my kids don't have to go through the same thing that I went through or the people in my family went through. But at the same time, there's still kids in my family going through the same thing. And it's like, I want to be able to save them. I want to be able to make it up for them to make it out. But at the same time, I can't save them if I sacrifice myself. And it can have you feeling like you're doing something wrong because you're choosing yourself. So I could sacrifice myself to stay around, or I could continue to walk, heal completely. And even though they may still be going through things, I can help them heal. I can help them break the curse. And it's just them inner conflictions that can sometimes torment you in the mind, because it's not that you've done anything wrong, but yet you still feel this guilt. It's crazy. But I hope this has been nice. I am Saldablerd. Until next time, stay woke, kings and queens. Drop a like, comment. Let me know where you watching this video from, if it resonated, if you feel what I'm saying. And the subscription is free. And keep your head up. I know it can be hard out here, especially as a chosen one. If you're anything like me, most of the time I'm alone. There's not many people I resonate with, because there's a lot more people lost or in the darkness than there is in the light. I know I said I was gonna end this video, but I got a little more of a rant. We got three type of people on this earth. You got lost souls, you got people that already sided with the devil that walk in the darkness, and you got us chosen ones that walk in the light. And you see, chosen ones, you're not perfect, you're not the most holiest of beings, but you're chosen because you're trying and you choose the light, you embrace the light. Even though you may fall short sometimes, you get up and you continue to grow, evolve, and fight for something. You believe, stand for something, to fall for anything. Then those people that chose the darkness, that sided with the devil, that fell for the devil's tricks and is now captive, he owned their soul, or people that just willingly cooperate because of lack of morals. And then the most dangerous, the lost souls. And I say that they're the most dangerous because the lost souls are usually the people that are very earthly. You know, the people that are obsessed with the bills, obsessed with work, obsessed with the daily life. They truly don't not believe in God, or they don't believe in God. It's not that. It's just that they're so obsessed with the physical world, the flesh, their current life, that they don't see the bigger picture spiritually. And when you don't see the bigger picture spiritually, you're more likely to compromise on your morals. You're less likely to stand for something. And you're more likely to follow the masses. Therefore, even if God calls, when God calls, the devil also comes. Because when you're favored by God, you're also favored by the devil. And you see, God will put you through the trials and tribulations, because God cannot hand you riches if you've never been through anything. That means that the demons and devils will just rob you, because you don't have discernment, you don't have intuition, you don't know how to protect yourself, you don't know how to deal with spiritual warfare. But the devil will offer you the world, because you are a worldly being and you're obsessed with the world. And when the devil offers that to you, you're more likely to accept that offer, not even knowing the darkness that's implied with that offer. Therefore, selling your soul for earthly values. And these people are dangerous because even though you are ignorant to the fact of what you're truly doing, it doesn't mean that you're not doing what you're doing. Just because I'm ignorant to the fact that the devil plays tricks on my mind and I fall for his trick, that does not mean that I'm not still walking that walk. And then some people are complacent. Some people are scared to grow. Some people never call on God to make it out. And so now you sided with the devil and you're working against the chosen ones. You're working against God's people, because you're being used as a pawn. You're being used as a tool by the people that are truly in the darkness. And that is a very scary and dangerous thing, because there's so many people on this earth. And I feel like the lost souls outweigh the chosen ones. The lost souls outweigh the people that truly side with the devil. Because when you're a lost soul, you are more leaning towards the devil than you are God. This is a very devilish world we live in. This earthly plane, they say, is the devil's playground. And these lost souls are playing on the playground daily. And they have no spiritual practices. They have no relationship with God. Therefore, they're more likely to be misled. They're more likely to be manipulated by the devil and used as a pawn. But let me know, are you a chosen one? Are you a lost soul? Even if you are a lost soul, that's the first step of growth, acknowledging that and seeking that higher knowledge. Don't be ashamed if you lost. Be proud that you are able to realize that you're lost, and that knowing that you're lost, you can take the next step into finding your way. And truthfully, thank you for watching this video. Until next time, I am Saldablerd. Stay woke, kings and queens. And don't forget, let me let this bus go fast. Subscribe because it's free.